but I'm here. I'm here and I'm going to show my face in a matter of a while. But I was running a little bit late for my live, but I said 6:10, so I wanted to make sure that you all know that I was dead serious. Yeah, so happy July 4. Happy July 4. Chen Chen official, it's great to see you. I thank you so very much for remembering that Mikey goes live. Oh, Chen Chen, I'm putting my better foot forward and I am live and direct. Yes, ma'am. And I thank you so much for coming out and I thank you so much for asking. Yes, I have had one or two challenges, but you know something? I always say that tough times come, but tough people survive. And I see somebody that's new in the chat, Lemmy Carido. I hope I said that correctly, but I'm sure maybe Chen Chen official has not met you. So I would say happy July 4th to both of you and meet and greet. Yes, thanks. Great fam. Thank you so much. Make a love shout out to you, ma'am. Oh, you're from the Issei Racho team. I thank you so very much. Well, I hope we're connected. If we're not, I'm just going to say, go ahead and connect with me tonight. Leave me a little trail, and sure enough, I'll get back to you. 2 million in the house. I am really blessed. Oh my goodness, I thank you all so very much. I thank you for the confidence that you have placed in me. This afternoon, I'm saying happy July 4th, and I'm asking you, what does freedom mean to you? Think about it a little bit, and then you could drop something in the chat. Do you like being free? What does freedom mean to you? Go ahead and write me something. Give me something to feed off. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm doing some house cleaning in the back here. Let me just go to my channel and hold on. Don't go anywhere. And if there's a possibility of you're telling somebody else that I'm live and have somebody else come out, I would be really very grateful. Let's just talk this afternoon. It's Independence. I listened to my pastor today, and he was kind of saying maybe we should declare independence. That's a different story. Yes, because sometimes I think, stay with me, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'm doing a little house cleaning. Don't go anywhere. Just give me one quick second to set something up at the back end here, and I'll be right with you. In the meantime, greet each other, meet each other, and just tell me in the chat, what does freedom mean to you? Doesn't have to be anything long. When you think of freedom, what comes to your mind? Doesn't have to be anything long. When you think of freedom, what comes to your mind? Doesn't have to be anything long. Why am I having echoes? Am I streaming twice? Why am I having echoes? Am I streaming twice? What did I do, for Christ's sake? Guys, are you still there? Are you hearing me? If you're hearing me, put that you're hearing me in the chat. If you're hearing me, please put yes in the chat. If you are hearing me, please put yes in the chat. Are you hearing me, guys? I don't know what I did. Guys, if you're hearing me, please put yes in the chat. Did I mute? Are you hearing me, guys? Please tell me if you're hearing me. I'm beginning to wonder if I have two streams open. Mama's Handprint, would you just please tell me if you're hearing me? I'm beginning to wonder if I open two streams. Are you hearing me? If you're hearing me, oh, good, great. That's because I don't know what I did. You see what happens when you don't come out often? When you don't come out, I'm saying I was just kind of hearing two voices, and I just wondered if, are you hearing an echo or are you hearing me clearly? All right, and this afternoon, I'm just kind of teasing your brains, guys. I'm saying it's all about freedom and independence here in the United States. What does freedom mean to you? What does freedom mean to you? You know what freedom means to me? Freedom means getting home from off the road and pulling my bra straps and getting rid of it. Sometimes freedom is just as simple as that, because suddenly you feel very trapped and you feel as though, I don't know, you're in stirrups. But when you get home, you can just unwind like that and just pull that strap. And that's one of the first things I just do to just feel free when I get home. Yeah. So that's freedom for one little sense. It's just a freedom of not being dressed up. I don't know. And then freedom again could be just like removing the makeup from your face. Suddenly your face can breathe and you can just feel alive and feel like yourself. What does freedom mean to you, Mama's Handprint? What does freedom mean to you? Tell me in the chat, guys. What does freedom mean to you? Does anybody feel free this evening? What is it that you need that could make you feel free? I don't understand why I'm not seeing. I'm not going to make that bother me. If you say you're hearing me, then that's fine. All right, so I'm going to take my place. It's so good to have you guys back. All right, so I need to have my charger. Time flies when you're having fun. I don't know, it's July 4 here, but this time around I never did try to get near to anybody. I just feel that sometimes here in America we do make a lot of opportunity to eat. And maybe this is why most of us are so fat. Freedom for Mama's Handprint is just to unwind and relax. Well, maybe I need to stretch you a little bit now. How do you unwind and relax? What are some things that you do that causes you to unwind and relax? Or if you're in the chat, I'm saying welcome to Mikey Laughs. I'm still in my setup process, but I'm going to be with you shortly. I thank you so much for coming out. I'm just exploring freedom this afternoon. And I wanted to engage with me. Tell me, guys, what's freedom like for you? Somebody says, Mama's Handprint says she likes to unwind and relax comfortably. What does that mean? Do you need to have a glass of wine? Is that something that helps you with the relaxation process? All right, there's a girl. I don't know why I keep thinking that I've gained weight because my face is so round. There is your girl. It's good to see you. It's good to see my peeps. It's good to see you all out. I thank you so much for coming out this afternoon. I feel free. I feel free. I feel really very free. You know, when I feel free when I don't have like things stuck in my hair. There's nothing to bother me. All right, and we have a Mama's Handprint in the chat, and I'm trying to engage her, but I'm not hearing from her. She likes to unwind and relax comfortably. I'm asking, do you need a glass of wine? What is it that do you need to get outside to see your plants? What is it that makes you feel relaxed, and what makes you feel as though you're unwinding? As I think of freedom, I think of that song by the great Robert Nesta Marley, and his song Redemption Song was such a great freedom song. And in Bob's song, he was talking about a freedom of your mental state, because sometimes we are in prison and the imprisonment is in our minds. Can anybody attest to that? Can anybody add anything to that? I mean, is it true that sometimes we are prisoners because of what is going on in our mind? No, Bob Marley says, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. And that is something that we really have to think of. That is something that we really, really have to think of, because sometimes there's so much more that we can do, but because there's a level of imprisonment in the headspace, we limit ourselves. Yes, so as we think of independence tonight, I'm thinking maybe we should think on the topic of freeing our minds. And this is why I'm talking so much about laughter too, because I think sometimes when the mind gets so very cluttered and overpowered, it's just so easy for frumpy thoughts to just infest the whole space. So it's just so good to laugh and clear your brain. I think laughter for me is freedom as well. I want to pause to acknowledge Roland's and Doreen Humby TV is in the house. I want to thank you so very much. I don't understand why my account, I still am trying not to look at my account. It is saying 1 million in the house, but I see a couple million people in the house. I'm just saying thank you all so very much for coming. And I'm saying, tell me, what does freedom mean for you? What does freedom mean for you, Doreen? What does freedom mean for you? There's so many things that I can think of. I think freedom for me is just being able to do what I want to do when I want to do, without anybody trying to cramp my space. What is freedom for you, everyone? What is freedom for you? Tell me. And then while I'm at it, is freedom being close to other people, or is it that when somebody's sharing your space, you're not free? What is freedom for you? Tell me, guys. Tell me. Talk to me. What is freedom for you? All right, I'm going to share this poem while you're thinking about it. I'm not quite sure who wrote it, but I like the words. When I go to the bathroom and lock the kids out. Oh my goodness. Suddenly you're in a little space by yourself and you don't have anybody to bother you. And they can't find you for a little while. And it doesn't matter what they need at this point. You get a chance to attend to yourself. Oh yes. So freedom could jolly well be just getting into that bathroom and locking that door. Yes. Mama's handprint, are you still there? I'm trying to figure out what is freedom for you. As a woman who is always hyperactive, I sometimes just ignore the thoughts and just dive in a laid back mood. Oh yeah. So sometimes we have to just chill and relax and set ourselves free from, all of the tension and all of the noise. So freedom sometimes can be just switching off the outside and just letting go of the noise. Because sometimes, something I have that There are the odd times when I'm even watching YouTube and I realize that I click something here and I click something here, and then suddenly it seems as though I'm hearing so many things, and it's just so overpowering. Sometimes freedom is switching off and just getting into a laid back mode and resting yourself and preserving yourself. Yeah. Freedom sometimes is just wearing some loose clothes. You know, sometimes freedom can also be just not wearing any clothes. I don't know. I don't know about any of you, but sometimes I enjoy just getting home from work and peeling off. Well, you know, the first one I mentioned is the bra. You just take the bra and you just rip that off, and you suddenly feel, oh my God. I'm free. I'm so free. All right, here's the poem I wanted to share with you this afternoon. It says, if I were a bird, I would fly myself free of this place. I would go far past infinity, into the distance of forever, and stay there for the rest of eternity. This is deep. The wind between my feathers, the sun firing up my back, igniting my loosened soul. This is nice. I like it. I would break my chained restraints and forget all my problems, touching the clouds as I went. If I were a bird, I would use my wings and fly, just to know that freedom isn't a lie. Oh my goodness, I like this. I need to find out who wrote this. This is really nice. This is very deep. If I were a bird, I would fly. You know something? I think freedom is flying too. I think when you watch the birds fly, there seems to be such ease and poise, and nothing is stopping them, and there's nothing in their way. They're just floating. You know, I think freedom is also being able to swim. Yeah, because it's, you just move your arms and you're not, the water can't stop you. You're just floating in that water. It should be a nice feeling. I would fly myself free of this place. Every once in a while, I think if I could just fly myself free of this place, maybe I would too. But where would you go if you could fly? Where would I go if I could fly? You know, I've never gone to Europe. Maybe if I could fly, maybe I'd fly to Europe. It's not a bad deal to fly to Europe, I don't think. I would fly past infinity into the distance of forever and stay there for the rest of eternity. The wind between my feathers, the sun firing up my back, igniting my loosened soul. I would break my chains, my chained restraints, and forget all of my problems, touching the clouds as I went. If I were a bird, reminds me of this song when I was little. If I had the wings of a dove, if I had the wings of a dove, I would fly, fly away, fly away, and be at rest. All right, so this one is by Crystal Carpenter, and she says, all I want is freedom. All I want is freedom. Is that too much to ask? All I want is freedom to forget everything in my past. All I want is freedom to take all the tears and the pain. All I want is freedom to never feel that way again. All I want is freedom to love my own way. All I want is freedom to make all my fears go away. All I want is freedom to say, I love you. All I want is freedom to hear you say, I love you too. This is beautiful. I think I want that freedom. Yeah, those words are deep. You mean the first one, Gay? Those words are really very deep. I mean, I think that the words of the first poem is so deep, it's a little frightening. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm feeling, I don't know if anybody else is feeling this, but I'm feeling like there are some images here that like the rest of eternity is almost it's a little final for me, and it's final and frightening. All right, and I see that some people are greeting. It's good to have you. Idita! Oh my goodness. Idita, welcome to my stream. Oh, you made my day. How are you, my dear? It's just so good to have you. Oh my goodness. Idita, I can't believe it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, Idita is one of my clients. Oh my goodness. Idita, freedom is being able to come back to the bus compound. Because I've been like a caged bird. You know what I mean? Well, the pandemic came and then it just like it took my freedom. Yeah, it's good to have you, Idita. How have you been? Oh my goodness gracious. It's so good to have you. Guys, love on Idita. Idita does not have a channel. Idita, I want to introduce you to all the people who are in the chat. I have Doreen Humber TV. I have Mama's Handprint. I have, let's see who else is here. I have Roland's World TV. I have Lemmy Carrero. I have Chen Chen Official, and all these people are content creators. So maybe you want to meet with them, or they want to meet with you and see if they could entice you to watch their content as well. Yeah, but it's good to see you, Idita. How have you been? Yes, I will call you later. I hope you have some business for me. I surely will. It's so good to have you. Tell somebody else that I'm live. I need to tell some of my other people. Tell your sister, tell your family. Let them all come out and talk with me. We're talking about freedom this afternoon. What is it that makes you free? What makes you feel free? I think when you have your money under control, you feel free because you can make some choices. Freedom is all about making choices. Did I come down here without my notebook? I always do that. All right, hold on. I'm going to do one little bit of house cleaning again. Guys, meet and greet. I'm going to do one little bit of house cleaning again. I have some notes because I put some things down and I came downstairs without them. Give me 1 second. Fly away and be. If I had no wings, if I had no wings. You get to flower birds here, and I can't. They don't want. If I had no wings, if I had no wings. All right, guys, I'm back. I did a bit of house cleaning and I'm back. I think my house cleaning came on screen, you know, because I forgot to I forgot to mute the mic. Oh my gracious Lord. So I think all of that house cleaning. Oh God. All right. Let's see where I am now. Yeah, so I was thinking freedom. All right, so let me ask you quickly, how do you define freedom? If you had to sum up freedom in one word, what would you say? Is there another word you could think of? Freedom. Let's see. Maybe liberty. You're liberated, you're free. Right, for as definition, freedom is the power or the right to act, to speak, to think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. So freedom is the lack of restraint. So nothing is holding on to you. Nothing is holding on to you. You can just move at will. It is absence of subjection to foreign domination. It is independence. All right, so another word that we could use for freedom is independence. Johnson up. It's good to see you. It's good evening here. I think you may be in the Philippines this morning where you are. It's early morning for you in the Philippines. I thank you so much for coming out. I thank you so much for coming out. I can't tell you how very glad I am to see you, Idita. I mean, it's been so very long. It's good to have you out, Doreen Humbe. It's good to have you out, Mama's Handprint. I keep going over and over. It's good to have you out. Oh my goodness. All right, now freedom, you know something, guys, here's how freedom affects us. If you're free, you're able to make choices. Do you agree with me? If you agree with me that when you're free, you are able to make choices, put yes in the chat. When you're free, are you able to make choices? If you agree with me, say yes. If you don't agree with me, say no, and let's talk. When you have freedom, are you able to make choices? Guys, please talk to me because I want you to talk back to me. I'm going to send you to find things and come back to tell me things. Yes, Doreen says, when you have freedom, you're able to make choices. All right. Know that you have said yes. What is one thing that you have the choice to do? What is one thing that you have the choice to do? I have the choice to decide who I want to be friends with. That's a freedom I have. I have the choice of deciding whose company I want to stay in, who I want to talk with, who I want to spend my time with. Doreen, Johnson up. What is it? All right, somebody else said it. Mama's Handprint said yes. When you have freedom, you can make choices. What thing are you free to do because you have the choice, Mama's Handprint? What thing do you have the choice to do? What is it you do because you have the choice? Where you want to be, yeah, and who you want to be with. Yeah, you have the choice of where you want to be and who you want to be with. You have the choice of where you want to spend your money. You have freedom of choice with where you spend your money. You don't feel like going to this store today. You don't go to that store because you're free to go to the other store if you want to. So that's really very nice. You have freedom. You have freedom of speech. If you want to make an input, because you have freedom of speech, you can make your voice heard. And that's kind of nice too, because can you think of the times when people were not able to hear their own feelings, express their feelings and give their thoughts? You know what I mean? Not a pretty situation. All right, something I'm going to ask you in the chat. Do you think people who are married are free? I'm just provoking thought. Determine if you want to have a family. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Determine if you want to have a family. You don't have to have a family. You can decide whether you want to have a family or not. Oh, yeah. I thank you so much for putting words in the chat. I thank you so much for interacting with me. Yes. All right. No, when you're free, it allows you to be yourself. It allows you to express yourself. Idita, you're saying no? Tell me why you're saying no. I think I lost you. Is it that you don't think being able to make choices makes you free? Why are you saying no? Tell me. I will come back to Idita. Idita, I'm not quite sure why you're telling me no. I think I asked something, and because I'm getting old, I don't remember what I asked. But I think I asked you if you thought being able to make a choice is freedom, makes you free. And some people are saying yes, and are you saying no? Being able to make a choice doesn't make you free? You want to expand on that for me, Idita? No, but it's really nice to be able to, it's nice to be able to make choices. It's really nice to be able to make choices because, I mean, put it this way. What if everything that you did, somebody had to decide for you? You lost me in a minute. Oh, you could not hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? We're just freestyling and talking about choices and how that helps in the whole scheme of things, and how that helps us to feel free. No, we have things. I mean, what does the Bible say about freedom? And I was asking, if you're married, are you free? If you're married, are you free? Do we have anybody who's married in the scheme of things here? If you're married, are you free? Do you have freedom if you're married? Or has your freedom been taken away when you get married? Do you think single people have more freedom than married people? Talk to me. Are you free when you're married? Let's see. Was I free when I was married? Well, you know something? You're free. Doreen says no. Doreen, why do you say no? I guess you're not free because, well, I can think back. First of all, there are some decisions that you make that you really can't make alone. You have to throw it out to your partner, and the decision comes together. And sometimes the decision does not work in your favor, but because it works better for the marriage, you have to give up what you thought was your freedom to make it work. Isn't that so? Isn't that so, Doreen? Oh my goodness, yes. All right, and then I don't know, you can't, it is not a one person thing. No, it's always a two people thing. You always have to be making compromises, and you have to work with the other person's feelings, and you're always, you have to be mindful of that person. So it's not a free for all. So I talked to my husband before making a big decision. Yeah, because you can't have $100,000 in the bank and just decide that, well, that money I've been saving for 10 years, I'm going to buy a car tomorrow morning, and I'm not even going to tell him. I'm just going to walk over here and just get myself a brand new car. It doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. No, because guess what? Maybe while you were putting the money away, he was doing something else to man the situation so that your money would not have been channeled into that direction. So that now that sum of money has been accumulated, it's not even so much yours as it's ours. So, you really and truly need to have a discussion. So to an extent, it's not that you have lost your freedom, but it's as though your freedom is kind of intertwined with that of your mate. Are we making sense? Yeah. So anybody else? Idita, do you think that people are free when they're married? No, and then it's the same way. You couldn't just get up in the morning and decide, Doreen, that you're going to take a visit to Florida to come and meet me. Can you imagine just getting up in the morning and just deciding that you are gonna take a trip to Florida because we've talked so much on YouTube that maybe you'd like to see Florida and maybe I could show you around. You can't do that. No. Freedom does not extend to the point there where you could just pack your bags and leave. So to an extent, you have to think about being married should not have a strong hold on both parties. Marriage is a compromise. Yeah, marriage is a compromise. I thank you so much for that wonderful comment. It's definitely a compromise so that the two people have more sense have to work in synergy and to analyze things and just come up with a decision that is kind of good for all the parties involved. Yeah. And it's the same way. It's the same way, and it affects everything because even the way you like for child rearing, you might have one idea of what's good for the kids, and he has another idea. You can't. It's it's not good to impose your ideas. It's always good to kind of pull the ideas together and see how it works for the general good. So and it's not like it's freedom is taken or no. It's just like there are different dimensions to how you can use your liberty. All right, so we're doing good. I want to share this quote. Well, it's not a quote. This is a quote because it's from Iyanla Vanzant, Vanzant. She said to her, freedom means having the power, the inherent right, the capability, and the ability to make choices that honor who I am. Yeah, so she's thinking that freedom has a lot to do with making choices. Oh my goodness, if this is not Song of Anna, oh my goodness, Song of Anna, I am really very happy to have you. I thank you very much. I don't have my sound card hooked up today, or I definitely would have thrown some kisses. It's good to see you, Song for Anna. Maybe one of these days you should come over and sing on my channel. That would really make me happy. Tell me about it. Tell me if one of these days you'll come and sing over here, Anna. These people need to hear you singing. You have such a beautiful singing voice. Oh my goodness. Much love, Sissy. Good to have you. Idita is saying hello. And Doreen is saying, Anna, I love your show. She really does have some nice shows. All right, Anna, we're just chatting our heads off today. We're talking about freedom. We're saying how freedom gives us the ability to make choices. And you know something, guys? Since freedom gives us the ability to make choices, you know that it is really incumbent on us to make good choices. Make good choices, because here's what this is. Everything that we do in life is as a result of a choice that we make. Yeah, Anna is saying thanks, Doreen. Anna is saying thank you so much. Yeah, Anna does have a lovely thing going on there. See, she does all these nice songs. And if you're not connected to Song for Anna, anybody who's in the chat, she has a lovely show. She has a lovely voice. She's most times singing. Connect with her and go and listen to her singing. She's amazing. Yeah, we're talking about freedom. We're just kind of talking off the top of our heads. A while ago, we were sharing with the guys, and we're saying, I was trying to say, do you think that married people are free or they're not free? And we're kind of just saying, it's not that they're not free, but it's a compromise as opposed to a single person. A single person could just get up and just decide that, well, today I'm going to Florida, and you don't have to consult with anybody else. you really could just leave. But if you're in a marriage situation and you feel that that's something that you should do, then maybe you walked into marriage blindly and maybe you need somebody to blindfold you and bring you out. Because it doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. Oh my gracious Lord. All right, but here's something that when I was much younger, you know, I used to think that maybe the worst thing that could ever happen to me is to be incarcerated. Because I just think that freedom means so very much. Freedom really means so very much. And guys, we take freedom for granted. And sometimes we have to bear in mind some of the work that went into our being able to be free. Like, you know, even for freedom of speech, and so somebody worked hard, you know. So don't take the whole matter of freedom lightly. I would say, think how blessed you are to be in a situation that you can be free. And I want to even say, maybe even when you start to think that everything is not going right, or, you know, this could be better, that could be better, one thing that you can be thankful for is that you are free. Yeah, good vibes. I thank you, Anna. I think you're talking to me. Yeah, one thing you could be thankful for is that you are free. You're free. And I mean, you're free to change your circumstances. If you are in a situation that is pressing, and you know, it's like you can't see a way out, you're free to change those circumstances. Yeah, there's always a choice that you can make to enhance the situation. Am I lying or am I telling the truth? I want to hear from the chat. If you're in a situation that's not headed the direction that you want to go, aren't you in a position to change? Is there something that you can think of now that maybe you could twerk and change? You know what I mean? No, not twerk. Maybe tweak is a better word. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, but you know, guys, freedom is such a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And sometimes we really do abuse it. Yeah. And sometimes we misuse it. Yeah. Can you think of a time when you had freedom and you misused it? But I think, I don't know, today is such a great reminder that freedom has a cost. And because there was a cost to freedom, then since freedom has been entrusted upon us, then really and truly, we should really and truly try to use the choices that we make to make ourselves better people and to enhance our own situation. Yeah. And then you think, it's like you look back at your life and you say to yourself, every single thing that has happened to you is as a result of a choice you made. So this is why it behoves us to make good choices. Yeah. It's like I was listening to one guy and he said he worked someplace at one point and somebody encouraged him to save 50% of what he had. And then he went someplace else and somebody said, save 75%. And I think he listened to the guy who said, save 75%. And he is just so much better off now for having developed the habit of saving. And you know, sometimes we think that we don't have enough to save, but we don't think of how $1 compounds over time. So if it's just $1, put $1 down, because if you put $5 down in a row, that becomes $5. And then 2 weeks later, it's $14 added to that $5, it adds up. So developing good habits, making a choice to develop good habits, it's really a good deal. Time flies when you're having fun, guys. It's 45 minutes into the hour. We're talking about freedom. Is there anybody else who has any other little inputs that they want to make? Is there, what if something that you had were taken from you now, what would that be and how would that make you feel? And I see Abby Stalker Mom. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the chat. Abby Stalker Mom, I remember you. Am I saying it right? STA Stalker Mom. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, but welcome to the chat, Abby. It's great to have you. I think you are new. I don't remember if you've ever come to the chat before, but I know that we are connected. Or maybe you were at the chat the last time. But welcome to my stream. We're just talking about freedom. We're saying, Abby, freedom is beautiful. Freedom, we have freedom. The freedom to change our mindset. Yes. All right. No, Doreen, now you knocked me into a different avenue now. Yeah. Because how very, very important it is to have a right mindset. You see how Doreen just bring me off into a different little argument now. Yes. It's so good to have a different mindset. Because listen, guys, sometimes as like that sets the frame for your day. Yeah. Because we realize that most of the thoughts that we have, I mean, we're responsible for them, you know. Oh, yeah. We're responsible for those thoughts. It's just like, it's the whole point of seeing the glass half empty or seeing it half full. That has to do with mindset. You know, if everything is always raining and everything is almost out of your sight and out of your reach and I can't get there and I'm tired and this is happening and that is happening, you know, that kind of mindset is not going to get you anywhere. It's a defeating mindset. And this is why it is just so important for us to have some affirmations. You know, tell yourself some things. Like I read someplace where somebody said she puts the affirmations on her bathroom mirror. You know, and that's maybe not a bad idea. To write on a sticky note, I am wonderful. I am successful. I am in my prime. Well, Teresa Belfort says you can say, I'm in the best shape of my life. That one I'm a little reluctant to say, but you know something, maybe I need to start saying it until I get to the best shape of my life. Because sometimes you trick yourself into making these things happen to you. Yes, so it's so important to have the right mindset. And sometimes, you know, rather than having a scarcity mindset, think about Kelly Stamps. She says she has a luxurious mindset. Yeah. So everything's great and everything's doing well and you know, everything is just going her way because of the way she puts her mind. Yeah. So if you tell yourself that this is something that I can do and you purpose in your heart, it is something you can, chances are it is something that you will do. But if you have that kind of lose a lame mentality, it's not going to get you anywhere. So you have the choice, guys. You have the choice. You have the choice to energize yourself and push yourself and tell yourself the things that are positive that will keep you above board. Yes. Amen, sister. Right, and while you're at it, if you have not met Abby, I think Mama's handprint is meeting Abby, and Doreen, you can meet Abby too. Freedom to change our mindset every single day. Yeah, every single day. You have the freedom to change your mindset. You don't have to be in a lojo pose every day. Nope. You can change your mindset. You can do exceedingly abundantly above that you think. Yeah. If you change your mindset. Yeah. So here are some things that we're going to definitely do, maybe even for the coming week. I mean, set yourself some goals. It's always good to have some goals. It's always good to have some goals. It's always good to have things written down. They say that writing it down has significance. And this is probably why I was sharing with you, putting the mindset, the things that can boost your mindset on your mirror. So maybe that's not a bad idea. And I don't know if, all right, so Abby, Mama's handprint has already connected to you. Anything if you can only start believing. Yeah. Belief is really very important. I tell you what, I remember when I was a little girl, and well, not so little, I was in high school, but I couldn't run because I was kind of short and stubby and short legs and, not a runner physique at all. But there was this girl in my class. She was on the track team, but come to think of it, she wasn't so tall either, but she was kind of skinny. But she could really run. And there was one day when I decided that I would like to beat her. I don't know why I had that ambitious thought, but I just thought, it would have been nice if I could just beat her. And I'm telling you, we started the race, and I remember that day putting every blessed thing that I could have mustered into that race. When I tell you, man, I sprinted with everything that I had. What do you think happened that day? What do you think happened that day? Do you think I won that race? Guess what? I won the race. I won that girl. I don't know if she relaxed because she never thought it could happen, because she was so always winning the race. But I won her, and I'm sure it wasn't because I was faster than her. I think it is because my mind was so made up that I was going to do it. And sometimes this is how we have to approach the things, even the things that are bothering us. Tell ourselves that it is something that I can do, and set your mind as a flint and get it done. Because this is how it works. The things that you believe you can achieve. The things that you believe you can achieve. So is there anything, guys, that you have that you need to get done, that maybe you need to kind of boost your belief system? Remember that you have the choice. I'm coming back to choice. You have the freedom to make the right choices. Yes. And you have the freedom to make decisions. Remember now that nobody is making that decision for you. You have the freedom to make the decisions. So even if you're going to apply this to your YouTube life, you have the freedom, they have the choice to be consistent. You have the choice to make yourself great content. You have the freedom to look at other people's work and see if there's something there that can enhance your work and make your work better. Yeah, you have the whole YouTube. And somebody once said, we don't even need to reinvent the wheel. Something that you want to do, if you take a look, put a search up, you'll find out that it's there. And as Mama's handprint said, the race is definitely a challenge. Go for it. Oh, yes. And the race was a challenge that time. And then anything else that you're doing now, see it as a challenge and go for it. Put on some boxing gloves and go for it. I'm getting a little fired up here now because I realize that there are some things maybe that I need to just take on with this same kind of breeze. Yeah. It's like I want to share. I think I told you how my car malfunctioned last week. And I'm telling you, the first time that I had to use the Uber, I decided that, well, I was going to pitch my business to the guy who was driving the Uber. Because in the event that I got a recruit out of the trip, that would have paid me for many, many more trips. You know what I mean? So somebody would say, no, oh, I don't know because something is wrong with my car and I have to get into an Uber and I can't this and I can't that. Listen to me, man. All the trips that I've taken in the Uber, I have taken the I have taken the name and telephone number of the driver, and you know something, in a matter of a while, I will testify that I have some recruits, because that's how you have to approach life. You have to take the bull by the horns. You have to have a winner mindset in order to get on out there. And all the luxuries that the people who are in a better position than we are have, most times come about because they have the winner mindset. They have the winner mindset. They have the right belief systems. Yeah. And if I had to choose, I would want a life of luxury. There's nothing wrong with it. You know something? The Bible does say that money is the root of all evil, but he never said that there was anything wrong with money. Right? And anybody who is saying anything about money is somebody who has not really experienced having a bunch of money. Because there's really nothing wrong with it. Because there's nothing wrong with being able to have so much money that you could give to charity. You could take on a project that could enhance some poor, starving kids in another country. I mean, the money is liberation. Money is freedom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So there you go again. Money it liberates you. It liberates you because it gives you so many more choices. You think of sometimes when you there's something that you want and you have to say, okay, well, if I have to make a choice between doing this and doing that, and you have to put things up in a toss-up. When you have money, that's not an issue. A Markalicious, if this is not a Markalicious, I think she came on the word money. A Markalicious, it's good to have you. It's good to have you. I've been wondering, where are my people? I can't let my people go, but I know what it is. It's a little bit of punishment because I've not been consistent. But you know something, guys? I had to roll with those punches. You know, I was making all the time lemonade with my lemons. Yeah, but it's good to have you all out. It's good to have you. It's 2 minutes to the hour, and I never normally stay longer than an hour. But it was good to have you out. But listen, guys, listen. We have the choice. We have freedom of choice. And that's kind of like where we're at tonight. Freedom of choice. We have the freedom to have the luxury mindset. And I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with luxury mindset. There's nothing wrong with a luxury mindset, you know, because there's nothing wrong. You know, there was one time when I talked to this woman and I told her that, you know, oh my goodness, if this is not a Markalicious throwing money away, just as I was talking about the luxury mindset, I thank you so much, Markalicious. You totally made my Sunday afternoon with your generosity. I thank you so very much. I thank you so very much. Maybe it's a good thing I had my luxury mindset here. I thank you so much, Markalicious. I thank you so much. And 6 million in the house. I'm telling you, I'm getting fired up. Thank you so much, Markalicious. I thank you. Wait a minute. Is this another one I see? Am I seeing things here, Markalicious? Are you driving me crazy? I thank you so very much. I thank you so very much. I thank you so very much. Right. It's a great thing that we have the luxury mindset. It's, you know, something, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. And half the reason why I would get up and make myself another video is because I realize that this is a platform that can probably lead you to a luxurious lifestyle, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, the money tree, yeah, somebody shoot the money tree. Somebody shook the money tree. Yeah. Somebody shook the money tree. The money tree. I'm so glad that I was here. Thank you so much, Markalicious. All right, guys. So she's my super chat for this afternoon. If you have not yet connected, Anna, Song for Anna, I think you may not have been connected to Markalicious. I'm going to introduce you to Amaka Meet Song for Anna. Song for Anna Meet Markalicious. She's wonderful and you are wonderful. I think you would make a great team. 7 million in the house. Now, why is this happening? Why are we having 7 million in the house when my hour has gone by? I'm not going to go anywhere because guess what? Maybe there's more people with luxurious mindsets in the chat. Is there something that you're dreaming of that you think is unattainable? Is there something that you're dreaming of? What are you dreaming of? Are you dreaming of a brand new house? Is it a brand new car? I'm getting into that luxury mindset now, so I'll go and see what my other car should look like. Oh my gracious Lord. Well, guys, it's good to have you. It's 1 minute over the hour. Is there anybody else who has something that they would like to say to me this afternoon? Because I think I'm going to call tonight. I thank you so very much for coming. It was good to be out at Markalicious. You made my evening with my money. Life with Curry Gooders. Welcome to my live stream. It's great that you came to visit me. I hope you're well. I hope your channel is doing extremely well. I don't know if you have met Abby, but if you have, wait a minute here, and this is Cheyenne and family. I absolutely thank you for coming. And yes, I did a brand new house coming soon too. Wow, there you go. All right, so I will call you when I'm done here, Idit, and you'll fill me in. Good job. I'm proud of you. See the luxury is coming up here. She has a luxurious mindset. She's getting a brand new house. Oh, very, very nice. All right, so thank you so much, Curry Goodas, for coming. Abby, I don't know if you've met Curry Goodas, but if you haven't, please do meet her. This is Cheyenne and family. If you have not met Curry Goodas, it's a good opportunity. 8 million in the house. I'm streaming with people. And you need to meet my super chatter, Markalicious. Life with Curry Goodas. I don't think you might have met Markalicious. She's out of England, so if you want your content to get away from you and get to England, it's not a bad idea if you connected with Markalicious. All right, and I'm not quite sure where this is Cheyenne family is from. Okay, well, I don't know, my dear. You know something? This is just weird. I think I did my house cleaning, and I don't know. This is just weird. Give me 1 second again. Let me just pause and see if I can respond to Cheyenne. 1 second. All right, where do I go now? All right, guys, I'm back. I'm not quite sure. Is there anybody else? She's saying that she didn't see any traffic on her way in. Is there anybody else who had that? Did anybody see traffic on their way in? Just put a yes in the chat for me. Did you see traffic on your way in? Mama's handprint. I'm not quite sure. Doreen, did you see traffic on your way in? Did you encounter traffic on your way in? Oh my. All right, so I guess you never saw. Doreen, did you have traffic on your way in? 8 million in the house. Did you have traffic on your way in? No. Doreen, did you have traffic on your way in? Guys, I'm gonna beg you each time you come, if you don't see traffic, tell me. And let's see if we're not driving properly. Let's see if we're not driving properly. I don't understand. I can't understand why there wouldn't be, because I did what I should have done at the start. But this is how it is. Right. You know, I did. Give me 1 second again. Let me just check one last time. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to check again. Teflon, if this is not Teflon done. Teflon, was there traffic on your way in? I want to see what kind of car you were driving. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, well, you know something? I'm climbing down to a halt. I'm going to thank you so much for coming out this afternoon, and I hope that Teflon manages to meet one or two of the people. We have Abby, we have Doreen Humbe. Proud Mixed Child is here. It's like each time I want to go, there's somebody else coming, you know, and you know how that encourages me. All right, Proud Mixed Child, you were my super chatter the last time. Amarkalicious is my super chatter this afternoon. Meet Amarkalicious. Teflon, meet Amarkalicious. I don't think you have met. Yeah. Proud Mixed Child, did you have traffic on your way in? Did you have a hard time to get in, or was it just easy breezy? All right, guys. Well, here's what this is. I'm going to close on the note of freedom. We have the freedom of choice. I am having a blessed day. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing the same. All right. So it seems as though at the late start, but I thank you, Corey Goodas. You are a godsend. I thank you so very much. I don't know what happens. Sometimes I do what I should do at the start. I just think it's almost like I think it's a conspiracy. It's just weird, but you know, life goes on. Oh my gracious God! Maybe you have to revisit, all of you. Yeah, but I thank you all so very much for coming. I hope you managed to meet some people. Remember now that you have choice and you have freedom, and you have the freedom to make great choices. And everything that you do in life is as a result of a choice you make. So you really have to make good choices. And we're saying we have the luxury mindset because we think there's nothing wrong with it. I thank you so much, Abby. We have the luxury mindset because we don't think there's anything wrong with it. I want the best for myself, and I want the best for you too. Start thinking, dream big. Dream big. Dream big. What's the worst thing that could happen? You dreamt of it and it was realized. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's the girl, Mikey. I'm closing off. I'm saying, dream big, make great choices. Make great choices, because all of your life is made up of making choices, and your life takes the direction of the choices that you make. And you have the freedom to make great choices. All right, so I thank you all so very much for coming. And I hope you managed to meet somebody. That's the whole point when you come here. I thank you so much, Markalicious, for being my super chatter tonight. And I want to say welcome to anybody who is new. And if you're here and you've not connected with me yet, please go ahead and do so. And just leave me a note and I'll get back to you. My dreams are so big, they scare you. That is how your dreams should be. Yep. Your dreams should be so big that they scare you. I thank you all so very much for coming. I am going to sign off the Mike Laugh show today. And I look forward to seeing you again next Sunday. Cheers.